Hey guys, Zennosh here and welcome to Exos Heroes, and today it's time to review our Fate Core Magi yet again. Why? Because she is going to receive her Core Reverse upgrade on this upcoming Monday. That's it. Now let's see if her new skill sets are of any help to the current meta contents or not. Alright, so let's get this started. Right here guys, this is gonna be her artwork, which is pretty much the same as that of before. I definitely would not say that she is a waifu material. I would say she is pretty much more of a loli than a waifu. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Notice it says Core Reverse Jude Turner Magi. So that's gonna be her real name, alright? The period right over here, guys, it's gonna start 30th of August, Monday after the maintenance, and it's gonna last until 6th of September, Monday, 1:59, 2021 UTC time. Main hero. You can obtain Hero plus Fate Core with more probability than in the premium recruitment. As she is a black Fate Core unit, she is going to drop at 0.7% chance from her own banner, and you will be able to get her for free after 19 multi summons in her banner, okay? Even though if you have already managed to get her like copy, you are still gonna be able to get her for free after 19 multi summons. So that is pretty much it, which is, I would say, really good stuff in the game, because most of the time in most of the other RPG games, right, the pity resets when you actually finally manage to get the character of the banner. Anyways, skill information right away, it says time acceleration, limit unleashed has been added to the passive skill effect. So 2 new passive skills has been added to her passive skill effect, alright? So anyways, now let's look and have a swift review of everything that is there to add in the passive effect of the Jude Turner Magi. Mana utilization 3, it says increases attack based on allies mana count, which is so good. It's definitely going to boost her DPS output both in the PvE as well as the PvP contents. So it's really good, guys. Can't really underestimate it. Gains mana 1 mana if allies mana count is at 10 or more on own turn. Gains mana 1 mana if enemies mana count is at 10 or more on own turn, which is so easy to fulfill. This requirement is so easy to fulfill, and this is also the reason why the wizards are so good at stacking up a lot of mana that they can usually go with burst attacks every freaking time when they get their turn. So this is really great, guys. Really good for both PvE as well as the PvP contents. Dragon Knight Blessing and the Head Dragon Knight is that passive skill effect that will allow her to be a really great unit, especially in the Holy Dragon Grants, in order to fight against that stupid dragon, okay? That dragon is really problematic, and with this effect right over here, you not only that you will be able to endure the incoming damage from the dragon for very long time, you will also be able to deal improved damage against that dragon. Increases the damage dealt to the dragon with the dragon skill of order activated by 250%. This is definitely going to be a really great help, especially when the dragon is going to be a fire element. So yeah, there we go, guys. Keep that in mind, and Fate Core Magi can be a really great help out there, especially in the Holy Dragon Grants. Okay, see, it's really meant for the PvE content rather than the PvP content, though see, it's quite good for the PvP content as well in the Wasted Red team. Anyways, that's it. The next one is going to be the Great One Overtime effect. So Great One, Dragon Blood, Wrath, and Dragon Scale are the one that actually makes the Fast Gods units so amazing in this game. When the first time it was, when they were released, they actually were one of the most OP units, totally broken units out there, thanks to this particular system out there. So if you're a beginner, I will just give you a little bit of explanation right over here. So what happens is that, like, whenever the character gets hit, they are actually going to stack up the Dragon Blood mark, okay? And when the Dragon Blood mark is actually going to get stacked up, it's going to improve the quality of the Wrath and the Dragon Scale. So what Wrath does is that, like, it deals 50% of damage per each stack to the opponents as a true counter. Like, let's say even if your unit is kind of broken down, or let's say, I mean, like, it's in the break status effect, stun, shock, whatever that is, the Wrath damage will still counter the opponent's unlimited number of times as long as you are getting hit. Because like normal counter, like Jeon counter, Schmidt counter, they only trigger like once per round, but this Wrath, it can trigger multiple times per round. So that is really awesome about the Wrath effect right over here. And it can be stacked up to 7 times. That means 7 times 50, that's 350% of damage whenever you are receiving any damage, which is it's a lot, okay? So that's the Wrath damage that we are talking about. Next one is going to be the Dragon Scale. Dragon Scale actually provides a lot of defense to your team. I mean, like in terms of barrier, not as the defense points, but as the barrier. It's like a barrier. Dragon Scale is pretty much like a barrier, and it keeps on improving the more Dragon Blood effect that you have. It actually reflects like 100% of the defense stat of the Costa. Okay, so yes, at maximum, it's like gonna be 700% of own defense. That is a lot of barrier points that we are looking forward to, and this is the effect that actually makes any kind of fast Gaussian unit like our Jude Turner Magi a very unstoppable unit, especially in the PvE contents and the low tier PvP contents. So yeah, there we go guys. Dragon Scale, really good way to make your character unkillable. Anyways, now next thing is gonna be the time acceleration buff effect. If there is no enemy with the higher attack than self at the start of the battle, increases own attack speed by 20 points. That is really good. I mean, like, she's a DPS unit, having a lot more attack speed is really good. She's a wizard, she's not gonna have any problem at all in stacking up a lot of mana, so faster she goes, better it is. Alright, so this is quite good right over here, but the problem is that it's quite a hard requirement, especially in the PvP content or Devastania battles. When we are talking about the PvE contents, or let's say the story mode chapter contents, definitely it's not gonna be a very big deal. It's gonna be easily fulfilled, and it's gonna be a really great help right over there. But when we are talking about the PvP Devastania battles, definitely you will be able to face a lot of opponents out there who are definitely gonna have higher attack stat than compared to our Jude Turner Magi, especially if the opponents have battery in them. Well, it's a game over. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be it. But hey, as the game progresses on, and if you actually kind of snipe those opponents with high attack stats in the due process at the start of the battle, I'm like, no, I think it's not gonna happen, okay? Because it says right over here, if there is no enemy with the higher attack than self at the start of the battle. So you need to make sure at the start of the battle right away, it's gonna be the Jude Turner Magi who is gonna have the highest attack stat, or else this time acceleration is totally gonna be useless, freaking useless. It does not, like, I thought it would reset every freaking round, but no, it's at the start of the battle. So yeah, as soon as you see the battery or Fedcore battery in the opponent team, it's pretty much a game over for her. Anyways, next thing is gonna be the limit unleashed right over here. It's a buff effect, and as we are talking about the buff effect, there's so many units out there in the game that can totally remove the buff right away, like Baelish. I think Jinai can also do it passively, right? And so many much more, guys. So buff can totally be removed right away. Increases own attack by 30% upon hitting an attack one time per round, and can be stacked up to 5 times. So that is really good, and it seems like it doesn't have any kind of timer, meaning like as soon as he's gonna get that stack, it's gonna like stay there forever, as long as the buff stays, okay? If somebody's going to remove the buff, that's a different case scenario, but if somebody's not going to remove her buff, she's gonna get stronger and stronger every time she hit an attack. Definitely in this point right over here, guys, the Master Footstep is going to be a really great help. So having Fedcore Schmidt in your team is going to be a really bonus aid for our Fedcore Magi. Or you can actually even use Fedcore Shell in it to get her extra turn and so much more, alright? So that is great. And in maximum, she can actually boost her attack by 150%, which is so great, and it definitely has a really great synergy with her Wrath skill. Just think about it, the amount of damage that she's going to be dealing with just with the Wrath, okay? So even if we are talking about the PvP content, I mean, like, it's already so good for the PvE contents. When we are talking about the story mode battles, definitely with this particular effect right over here, the opponents will have no chance at all to stand against you. They are just gonna, you know, break apart right in front of your eyes. But when we are talking about the PvP contents, in case if the opponents don't have Fedcore Iris, or if they don't have the Misty, alright, in that case, oh my god, the opponents are actually gonna see the hell. Thanks to our Fedcore Magi, and Fedcore Magi can totally fit perfectly well in the Western Red team together with the Fedcore Garf and the Fedcore Rudley. So with them, definitely, it's definitely gonna be a very big perk, okay? Because like Fedcore Rudley can provide really great sustenance, increased HP boost, and increased defense boost, right? Which definitely in return can improve her Wrath effect. I mean, like in her Dragon Scale effect, providing more more stronger barriers and so much more, right? And at that time, while she is improving her own attack stat, as long as she's hitting the opponents, oh my god, she's actually gonna be a very good killing machine out there. So yes, in the Western Red team, definitely this kind of really good, like additions, they are definitely gonna be a very plus point. So I would say I'm pretty happy. This is a really great core reverse upgrade for our Fate Core Magi. With this, definitely she has a lot more usability, a lot more rate of boost in the Zennosh battles, let alone the PvE content. She's gonna be a god tier unit, man, for the PvE content though. Alright, I mean, like, if you are a starter and if you somehow manage to get the Fate Core Magi, man, you are blessed. It's gonna be so easy for you guys to just, clean so many contents out there by soloing the Fate Core Magi. Yes, you heard me right. Just create a team with only and only the Fate Core Magi in it, and she's gonna clear it right away to chapter 10 without any problem at all. No sweat broken. And I think starting chapter 12 or 13, she might actually be able to solo that one as well. I gotta actually check that one out first though. Alright, so I will actually try to come up with the next video with that one. Let's see, let's try if our Fate Core Magi can actually totally do that or not. Alright, but that's after Monday when this is actually gonna get applied. Anyways, the next is gonna be the active skill number 1, which is not changed. It's pretty much the same as before. It's a AoE damage, 102% damage to all the enemies, only 1 mana cost. And guess what, guys? It's really not advised to use this skill, especially in the Zennosh battles, because this might just provoke the fast guards in units, and you are just gonna be in a very big deep shit. Alright, so yeah, there we go. Don't really try to use this active skill number 1 in the Zennosh battle or any kind of PvP contents, but when it comes to PvE contents, feel free to do so. Alright, next is gonna be the active skill number 2. Skill is not changed. Alright, it's a 3 mana effect, and it has a burst effect to it, meaning like if you have like 10 mana, it's even going to consume all those rest of the remaining 7 mana, like 7 plus 3, 10, right? So all the 10 mana is going to be consumed in order to deal even more heavier damage to the opponents. And the damage modification right away is 178% damage to all the enemies, which is a little bit weak, okay, but still it can deal some heavy damage out there. But what we are actually going to look into her is that she is mainly about the Dragon Blood, Wrath, and Dragon Scale. In case the opponents have Misty, yeah, it's pretty much a game over. And if they have Fate Core Iris, not much of a big deal, okay? I mean, like, Fate Core Iris is just like 1 time per round the barrier is totally gonna pop out, right? But if you actually are gonna get hit as a Fate Core Magi, then, well, the Wrath and Dragon Scale will still be will be reactivated, okay? So yeah, there we go. Against the Fate Core Iris, you can pretty much have a really good, like a chance, but against the Misty, she totally like, nullifies the Dragon Blood, the Great One effect, and so on and on. So yeah, no chance against the Misty. If the Misty is there in the opponent team, she's pretty much nearly useless, okay? So in the PvP contents, she is really used totally for the Dragon Scale and Wrath stuff, alright? And when it comes to the PvE contents, the story contents, definitely this is gonna be a really great asset. So yeah, there we go, guys. So now the main question, should you be really summoning for her? And the answer is simply no. Okay, yes, she definitely is quite good, especially for the beginners, and she has definitely got a really good boost out there. Still don't summon her because there are so many various ways on how we can receive a lot of Black Fate Core units, like Fate Core Recruit ticket, a Black Fate Core Recruit ticket, and so much more. So we will eventually get her for free in the incoming days. So just hold on to your sass. Don't spend your sass in this kind of stuff, okay? She's definitely gonna be yours in due time. So yeah, there we go. That's my advice to you guys, even as a beginner, even as a starter, and that's it. And well, looking into her, this exclusive weapon right over here, it's really worthless. It's really a scam. Please don't spend a single sass into summoning this particular stuff out here. If you're a whale, that's a different thing. If you're a shark, possibly. If you're a dolphin, no, please don't do it. Save your sass, save your resources, manage your resources really well, because the extra effect that this exclusive weapon gives is totally bullshit. Plus 30 attack, plus 3000 combat power, that is nothing at all, okay? So you better actually start saving your sass for something really good and substantial that might help you a lot in your gameplay progression. Anyways, that's it and done, guys. That is pretty much it. What do you guys think about my verdict? Let me know in the comment section below. And that's it and done. See you guys in the next video.